everybody, it's Hailey. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is going to be a lash-tacular day. We're doing lashes. And by doing lashes, I mean I'm going to go over all of my favorite lashes, how I like to apply them, what glue I like to use, where to get them, what styles to look for, eye shape, etc, etc. So, buckle yourself in, grab a drink, let's get into her. So I really like fake eyelashes. I like them a lot. I like the freedom to be able to change up entirely my look by gluing little fake hairs to my eyeballs. The shape of the lash can really change how your makeup look pulls together. It really helps if you have hooded eyes like I do to lift that outer corner just to give a little extra oomph over there. It lifts the outer corner, makes the eyes appear brighter. They're wonderful. Applying fake lashes is a bit of a challenge to learn, but once you get it down, you'll want to keep using it. I'm not saying you have to. I'm not one of those people who is like, you have to wear fake lashes for it to be a look, because it's not necessarily. There's tons of looks out there that are actually better without them, but a lot of the like super glam, very like Instagrammy looks do tend to have pretty aggressive lashes. So I'll show you what pairs I like to use in what context, and we'll go from there. So the first pair I want to talk about is the first pair of the lashes that kind of changed the game for me, I guess you could say. They're not my favorite now, but they definitely were a little bit of a game changer when I picked them up, and they are the Huda Beauty Samantha lashes. Ooh, everybody does that, which, yeah, is dumb. Why'd I do that? I regret that now. Anyway, this is what they look like. These are a little janky because I've worn them a few times. I would classify these as a fluffy yet sort of tangly lash. The ends of them are kind of crisscrossy in a way, like they look like they need brush, but that's just how they're supposed to be. They're really full, which is nice, and a little bit piecey, so they're not like a continuous strip across. You can see the kind of space in between the sections of lashes. It makes them look more like real lashes as opposed to like a straight across, uniformly shaped, blunt end lash. They're a little bit more wispy and crisscrossy. I'm gonna use really weird words to describe lashes, but that's how I communicate, guys. So these are really nice because they came in one of the Sephora favorites kits for like, there's eyeshadow and eyeliner and liquid glitter liner, that sort of thing. And they had a pair of these lashes in there. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I used to just buy the cheap lashes from the drugstore until then. And then I put these on and I was like, oh, okay. So I kind of have been hooked ever since. These ones are a bit pricey. I think they're around like the $30 mark on their own. In the kit it was way less. So there are better options for cheaper, but if you are stuck in a Sephora and you're looking for some lashes, the Huda Beauty ones are nice. Again, kind of pricey. These ones are not mink. Double stacked medium volume for beginners and regular users. So that's what the box says. They're made in Indonesia. It doesn't say anything about being cruelty free, but I assume so because they're definitely not mink. Anyway, that's the Samantha lashes. So that's kind of what got me into like the otherworldly, fluffy, long and wispy, exciting eyelashes. From there, I was like, well, I'm gonna do some more research, and I did, and I found that a few of my YouTube friends were very into the House of Lashes. So I got a whack of those. I tried 4 or 5 different styles, and the ones that I kind of always gravitate back to are the Iconics, which are these, and the Iconic Lights, which are these. These are more reasonably priced. You have to order them from the States. They do have them at Sephora. They get kind of expensive, but it is still cheaper. They don't have these styles. They've got the odd style. Like House of Lashes will do like a collab with Sephora every so often, but if you go to their website and buy them from House of Lashes, it's still cheaper even with shipping and customs than buying them at the price they offer them for in Sephora. Anyway, and there's more styles to choose from. So these ones are great because they are shorter towards the inner portion of the eye and they get longer as they fan towards the outside. So this is really good for hooded eyes or downturned eyes to really lift the outer corner up whilst narrowing the focus in the inner corner. They're also PC, which is nice. So they're not straight across. You can see the little spaces in between the lashes. The main difference between the Iconics and the Iconic Lights, the length is a smidgen shorter on the lights, but they are a little bit less dark, and oh, that's, my light is ruining everything. And they're a little softer. There's less lash in there. They're still full, but they're just a little bit more, that much more natural. So these ones are like super glam, and these ones are like day glam. I love both. And I really have a hard time choosing between the two of them when I am choosing lashes, but usually if I'm going zazzy, I pick the Iconics. And then if I'm going for more natural, like should probably go somewhere later look, I grab the lights. So if you buy them in bundles of 3, they're only 10 American dollars plus shipping and exchange and customs. So the bigger your order, the less customs you have to pay because there's a $10 handling fee. Maybe one day I will do like a crazy breakdown of the science of customs and all that stupid stuff. But if you're looking for nice lashes at a reasonable price, I think they're $12 US a piece when you buy them not in bundles of 3. So I don't know, I think that's a good deal for pretty nice, comfortable, fun, full, dramatic, defined, and exciting eyelashes. You can also buy packs of single lashes, which I, in my piles, have neglected to talk about. From them, I have a few that are good. I also like to just get drugstore for singles. I find the high-end lashes, it really doesn't matter how like fluffy or thick, because you can just get the drugstore ones and they stack really easily and are way cheaper to get from the drugstore. So as single lashes go, drugstore is key. Single lashes are good if I use them on clients a lot who don't usually wear lashes and just want, like I just desperately want to put a little something in that outer corner to add some lift. I'll put 2 or 3 little bundles of singles just like in the little outer third of the eye, just to lift a little bit. And like they're good for if you want to put them on the bottom lash line, but I just chop old lash graveyard lashes for that. So that's my recommendation for singles and how to use them, that sort of thing. You can put singles all the way across your lash line for a like no lash band, more natural lash look, but it's so much work. It takes like 10 times as long to put singles on, and sometimes if you don't do it quite right, you end up with like, it just doesn't look right. Sometimes it just doesn't look great. So I use singles primarily for the outer corner, just a couple of clusters just to add a little whoop over there for that. The next kind of level of lashes I recently got into are from what was previously known as Black Magic Lashes. They are now called Rouge and Rogue, and they are delightful. They satisfy the closet goth in me, so they're like a little bit gothy, which is fun. They come in cute packaging with little sayings in them. Packaging doesn't matter. I don't know, the attention to detail is just nice. They're also cruelty-free. They're faux mink, which is nice. Not real mink, faux mink. But they feel soft enough that they could be mink, but they're not, which is nice. And there's look a little quote in here. It says, "Silent people have the loudest minds." And then this other pair has one that says, "She who dares wins." They're all about confidence and being sassy, which is fine. Great, love it. Most importantly though, the actual lashes themselves. These are the Coco lashes. These are a collaboration with Coco Tele, a model and fantastically beautiful human being. And these are PC and delicious and fluffy. When I say fluffy, I mean that the lashes have layers. They're not just like one layer of hairs all around. There's like a couple of different layers, and some of them stick up higher, some of them go straight out, and then some of them are a little lower, so you get like some more caterpillar. They just add the fullness and the depth, and they just look really fluttery and beautiful when they're thicker like that. And you can see the hairs in these. They are a little piecey. There is spaces in between the little wispy lash bits. And that just adds a little bit more definition, and it allows your eyeshadow to poke through behind, because you spend all this time blending a beautiful eyeshadow look and then you pop on a huge pair of lashes and you can't see it anymore because it just like, when my eyes are open you can't. But sometimes even when you put huge lashes on, it's it's just gone, and that's sad. So these are fantastic. I really, really like these as well. They have a few other styles that I haven't tried out yet. Actually, the ones I'm wearing right now are the China doll lashes. These ones are a little bit more dramatic actually than the Cocoa lashes. So the Cocoa lashes are short enough I can wear them underneath my glasses. That's another big thing. If you have, if you are a daily glasses wearer and you don't want to pop in contacts, eyelashes are a pain in the butt because you can't blink when you're wearing them. Like with the ones I've got on right now, I'll put my glasses on for you so you can see, like, it's, oh, and then like when I blink, they like get caught on, and I don't have, like, my glasses sit fairly far off my face too, so like they get stuck, and it's kind of irritating. So if you have long lashes, that's not the most ideal situation. So the Cocoa lashes I find are short enough and natural enough. They fit underneath my glasses relatively comfortably. The Iconic lights aren't bad. The Iconics I definitely can't. They're like, they're too much for the glasses. But the Cocoa ones are good. The China doll ones are like, are a little bit too long, but they're pretty. So here's what they look like on. So I've drawn a wing on today. I don't always. I've gotten into the habit of putting lashes on without a wing, which is brave, but it saves the eyeshadow space, and I have hooded lids, so the more eyeshadow space I can save, the better. But basically, when applying them, I use my fingers. A lot of people use tweezers or a lash tool, but I don't have time for that. First, I take them off the package, and then I trim the edges. Sometimes I don't have to. I have like I don't have the hugest eyes ever, but I also don't have super small eyes. So if I do trim, I trim the smallest bit. Always trim from the outer corner, and only take, like, especially with PC lashes, you can see the sections. So like, don't cut it off in the middle of a section, cut it off like at the edge of it, so that it does end in a more natural and nice sort of way, and it doesn't look like you've just like chopped off the edge of your eyelash. Glue though, I have two glues. I have the House of Lashes eyelash adhesive. This is in the black for, we'll talk about this one in a second. And I also have the Duo Lash adhesive with vitamins, and I'm like, my tube's half empty. I like this one a lot. It leaves little bits in my lashes afterwards though. So if someone can tell me the best way to remove lash glue from inside my actual eyelashes after the fact, like it's there for like 3 days after, it's really annoying, let me know. This one is black, which you think would be great. You cannot see the lash glue when it dries black, and it just melds in with your lashes, and great. However, if you do not have a perfectly steady hand when you were applying your lashes with this glue on them, you will leave a big black smudge right across your eyeshadow. That is extremely difficult to remove. So black lash glue is not for the faint of heart. I would strongly recommend a clear drying lash glue for beginners, if not mediocre folk. It scares me sometimes, but it works really well. Like, I like how it applies them. With the Duo, same with that one. When you apply the glue, they both have a brush, and you just brush it along the lash band. I brush it along the almost underside. So like not super on top of the lash, almost the underside. So when you put them on, you set them on your existing lashes and then push it up at your eyelid. So it sticks right in that like little tiny space between your lashes and your eyelid. The most important thing for applying eyelashes, of all of the steps and all of the tricks and whatnot, the most important step is to let the glue dry on the eyelash for like 30 to 45 seconds. Both of these have a strange color to them. This one is kind of blue, so you wait till it kind of goes a little clear, and then you can stick them on. And then this one has like a weird green tinge to it, and it really shows up when it starts to dry. So once those, you can tell once the glue has started to dry and get tacky, then you can apply them. And that just ensures that wherever you place the lash, wherever it lands on your eye, it sticks and stays there. When you get into trouble is when you put it down and then it bounces around a bit. So depending on how long your natural lashes are underneath, how you're applying it, sometimes it can bounce around. So you want to be able to set it and forget it that first time, and that's going to make lash application a whole lot easier. Another beneficial way to make sure it doesn't bounce around a whole lot is when you're applying it. I'll use one of the Samantha lashes as an example. All right, so when you pull them off, you just kind of pull them down like that. That way you ensure you won't like break off any of the little hairs You can also like bend the package underneath and lift, but I usually just like pull them off the package like that. You got your little lash, bend it, like once you put the glue on, bend it and work it into a shape that's similar to your eye shape. That way, when you put it on, it's already curved, so you don't have to like, sometimes if you haven't done that, especially with cheaper lashes, the end will stick up and it's always the inner corner, and the inner corner pops up all the time, and that is like the worst faux pas ever. If you have a stiff lash band and then like halfway through the night you're out at dinner and like your inner corner pops up and there's nothing you can do about it. Terrible. So bend the lashes, get them into a nice like curvy shape, pop the glue on, assuming you've already trimmed them off. Wait 30 seconds to a minute for it to dry. Not all the way dry, just mostly dry. And then I grab it by the outer corner, and then I tilt them up and then swoop them in and land them right on my lash line. Now I have a pair of lashes on right now, so it's kind of difficult to demonstrate. So I will try and show you the best way to do this. I have lashes on now, but imagination. Tilt them up, close your eye a little bit, swoop them in, and then push them up. And that should ensure, all the lashes, ensure really good contact with that crevice between your natural lashes and the eyelid. And then outer corner, I always set first, and then I go back into the inner corner and I just push it in. I have on all the lashes. Did I put those on backwards? Yeah. This one goes on the other eye. Silly me. But anyway, you get the idea. So that's how you apply a lash. Generally, once they're on there, I like to push them up a little bit just so that they don't point downwards, that they really do get that lift in that outer corner. And then you can pull down and make sure that it is stuck all the way across. Because sometimes you can get the outer corner, you can get the inner corner, but you'll miss the middle. And then that's no good either. So they're on, you wear them, it's great. Come the end of the night, you want to pull them off. Easy peasy. I usually pull from the outside. I'm not sure if that's the best way or not, but it's what I do. Grab them, peel them off slowly, stick them somewhere and think they're spiders later and panic. I try, especially with my nice ones, I try and put them away in their little box like as soon as I've done with them. But sometimes I find lashes stuck to the nightstand or the lamp or the bathroom counter. Like, it happens. It happens. And you can reuse them. So you can clean them, use a little spoolie, some water, pick the glue off the lash band, and then let them dry. Set them out and they're good to go again. I usually get between, depends on the looks I'm doing. If I'm doing a glittery look, sometimes glitter gets stuck in the lashes and that's annoying. But I can usually get 5 to 10 uses per pair. Like, I like to get my money's worth. And then when they start to look really, really janky, I just send them to the lash graveyard and I use them for like chopping up and adding to other lashes or looks. So that's how to wear, remove, apply, etc, etc. Never fear my drugstore babes. I do have some drugstore lash recommendations as well, instead of all these just like fancy ass ones. I love going to Walmart and buying the Kiss lashes. These are beautiful. They're soft, natural, easy to apply, and really good lashes for a really decent price. These ones are the Shy lashes. They come in a 5-pack and it's like $14 Canadian for 5 lashes, so that's pretty cheap. They're a little bit, these ones are a little bit more delicate, so I don't get as many uses out of them, but some of the other styles, like the 11s, these ones, they're not as fluffy. These ones are not fluffy, which makes me sad, but they're extra like curled and wispy. So if I want to look like a porn star, put these ones on. These ones are kind of the next step down. These are the Poise lashes by Kiss. These ones have a tapered end. It's not blunt at the end. They've tapered the end of the lash to make it look like natural hair. Cruelty free, definitely all synthetic as well, which is nice. Yeah, and excellent price point. So those are the Poise lashes. And the super, super natural ones that aren't fluffy at all, they're just one row of like a little extra boost of natural lash, are the 03s. I have all these lashes. These are in my kit. So I use these for bridesmaids, bridal. I tend to go a bit more dramatic on the bride. It all depends on the eye shape and what we're going for. I like them. They're really good. And there's a variety of styles to suit a variety of needs for a decent amount of money. Kiss, not sponsored by Kiss, by the way, I just have a lot of their stuff, recently came out with a blowout collection. These ones are fluffy, which is great. They're not as thick as the House of Lashes or the Huda Beauty or the Rouge and Rogue ones, but they're drugstore lashes. There's only 4 per pack, but that's okay. For a decent price, and they're fluffy. So I've got the Page Boy and the Pixie lashes. They look very similar. They're not a whole lot different. The Pixie ones are a little bit more like the Samantha lashes in that the ends kind of cross over, so they look a little like tangly and fluffy. And then the Page Boy are a little bit like, they're like the 11s, but they're fluffy. They're a fluffy version of the 11s. So they are longer towards the outer corner, so they give that extra lift. They're fluffy, and there's also, they're piecey, so they're not a straight across line, so it does blend naturally with your actual lashes. So those are the Page Boy there. So I haven't tested those out yet, but I am confident they will be as excellent as the other ones, potentially better because of the fluffiness. They also have a Lash Couture line that they just released. These are the Gala lashes, and these are heckin' fluffy. So let me see if I can show you how fluffy they actually are. All right, so here is the lash, and if you can see, there's that much fluff on them. So these are very fluffy. These are very similar. These ones I bought for myself. I want to test them out. These are very similar to a pair of lashes that I paid too much money for. The velour lashes. These are my wedding day lashes. And I wore them. They are real mink, so they're not cruelty free, Bad Hailey. They were like $30 something for a pair of lashes, but they were the softest, fluffiest, most beautiful lash, and I wore the heck out of them for my wedding. However, you will notice that I only have one left. There's only one in here, and that's really sad. I lost it. I lost it. It's gone. It might be stuck to my dress. I might have flushed it down a toilet, as I spent a lot of the night with my head in one. Who knows? It could be anywhere, but I'm really sad that I cannot continue to wear these. I did get 2 uses out of them because for our wedding we had 2, like the ceremony was one day and then the reception was a month later, so I did get to wear them twice, but I'm really sad about these. So I'll never buy them again because they're a lot of money. They're mink, so I'm trying to avoid that, but they are really nice, and I'm hoping these Kiss Faux Mink lashes in the Gala Lash Couture ones, I hope these will be a comparable alternative to them for a lot less money, and they're also cruelty free, so that makes me happy. Another couple quick points just about eye shape and lashes. If your eyes are really far apart, don't be afraid to put a lash with a little heavier inner corner on. That'll help bring them together. If your eyes are really close together, definitely stick to even just like partial outer corner lashes to kind of lift and separate as opposed to bringing them in. If you have really huge eyes, a heavy lash is great. If you have small hooded eyes, a smaller, shorter, piecier lash that lets your eyeshadow show through, as well as a longer outer corner, will help lift and open your small, already hooded eyes. The tricky part is just getting them on. You gotta fit them to your eye, make sure they're the right shape, and then once you get them on, they're gonna pop, and it's gonna be amazing. We talked about downturned eyes. Just make sure that you trim the lashes to the right size. And that's just if you have small eyes in general. So that is my Lashtacular roundup. I hope you learned everything you needed to. If there's any other questions you have or things that I missed or any specifics you want to know about, leave them down in the comments below. I'd be happy to let you know because I work with a lot of lashes. I love lashes. Lashes are great. Lashes really take the look to the next level, which is fantastic. I would never get lash extensions myself, like the little ones they like glue onto your individual hairs, just because like when you get your nails done, they need filled every so often. When they do start to fall out, they look piecey, and I really like being able to switch up my look a lot. Like some days I want big lashes, some days I want small ones, sometimes I want like fluffy ones, sometimes like, you know, like I like to try a lot of different things, and having lash extensions on just kind of limits me that way. So I wouldn't do that personally. It doesn't fit with me. So that's my opinion there. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see all you fine people in my next video. Bye!